Oh my god, you're famous on YouTube. G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and I'm currently just on my way to the Garden of Unearthly Delights and also to Gluttony, because I'll be doing some flyer work for a couple of the acts that are performing tonight. They perform pretty much every night. Some of them don't perform on Mondays, I think, because that's when Gluttony's closed. But I just wanted to acknowledge a subscriber, Angus, and he's someone who met me or saw me walk past him out the front of the Exeter Hotel, and I want to say thank you to him because, one, you just don't know how close a creator is to quitting not only their creative endeavor, like whether it's YouTube or whether it's writing a comic book or directing a movie or having an acting career or whatever it is that they're doing, and they could be on the verge of quitting that. They could also be on the verge of quitting their own life. I'm not at that point, but it's really important to give people encouragement if you enjoy what they're doing. I know people are self-conscious sometimes. They don't like speaking up and speaking out, but it's really, really important to leave positive comments and like videos and things like that, because you don't know. From a creative perspective, you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's listening, you don't know whether you're having a positive benefit to people's lives. You don't know whether you're having a negative impact on some people's lives. My intention is always to have a positive impact if I can, and some people just like watching videos that are familiar to them, different locations and things like that. There are some YouTubers here in Adelaide, unfortunately, that are just rubbishing various suburbs and things like that, and I've never done that. I wouldn't mind so much if it was done with the purpose of saying this is a problem with this particular suburb and this is how to fix it, but they don't do that. They're just all about the views, and they unfortunately exploit people that have drug problems or financial problems and all that sort of stuff, and I'm not into doing anything like that. Please don't misread any body language there, but that's not me. But I do want to say thank you to Angus for just saying, look, I've been a subscriber since the beginning, and then he left a comment on one of my recent videos as well, just reinforcing that, because I got a little bit lost. It's very easy to get lost and you don't know which direction to take. Am I wasting my time doing this? But it reaffirmed that I'm not. I'm actually connecting with people, and it's more interesting to connect with people and know that there are people sort of listening and paying attention and all that sort of stuff, and they're getting something out of it, even if it's just watching the videos for a familiar surrounding, or that sort of comfort, and just relax. Oh, there's people here in Adelaide recording YouTube videos and stuff like that. Currently I'm walking down Rundle Street. Like I said, I'm on my way to Gluttony, which is on the corner of East Terrace and Rundle Street. Man, and I'm early. Today I did some work at the Adelaide Oval. It was supposed to be training, but it turned out to be just cleaning the dust off a few bars and things. They're really under the pump, trying to get things ready for the AFL, which is the football, the local football. And so I did that. Decided to leave early rather than stick around. I could have had a couple of more hours, but then I would have been late for what I'm about to do now. But yeah, so the general message of that video is leave comments. Leave comments. Let people know that you exist. If you are a subscriber of mine and you haven't left a comment, please do so. I'm approachable if you meet me in the street or whatever. If you have any beef against me, please keep it online, and we can talk about it, we can discuss it or whatever. I'm fairly easygoing and I don't mind meeting people and whatever. Also, if you are a YouTuber and you are dealing with fans or people on the street and things like that, be humble. Be humble. Like, you don't know. You can make the difference between. You don't know whether you're making a difference in people's lives, but some people hang on every video and things like that, you know. And once again, there's that familiarity that people sometimes crave, and I like to think that a lot of what I do is not fast-paced, it's not in your face, it's not about trying to sell you something all the time. Sometimes it is about needing to slow down and see that the world is a really big place, and we're trying to condense it down a little bit and make it approachable and manageable and easier to process, and so on and so forth. So yeah, but that made my day. It really did, because it was like, wow, you know, just positive attitude. Oh, by the way, I've been watching from the beginning, and but speak up if you are a subscriber. If you've got a favorite YouTuber, it doesn't have to be me or whatever, although it would help if it was. I'm just joking. It could be, if you are interested in supporting like your local YouTuber, please consider contributing to like a Patreon account and things like that. I'm not a big fan of Patreon, but I do have a Patreon account. I do have a Ko-Fi account. These things help, right? And I do still have to be a little bit frugal for those that are wondering why. It's because some of the companies that I work for hold back money, and they're not always like wanting to acknowledge, or they're a bit slow on the mark. So one of the actually two of the companies that I have worked for have not reviewed some of the shifts that I've done, and they were both on the 3rd of March, over a week ago, so that those shifts aren't going to go into this week's pay, meaning it's going to be a bit of a struggle just to pay my rent and things like that. Now there's another company, well, I'm working at Gluttony and the Garden of Unearthly Delights. They do pay regularly. There's a couple of others that are it's a bit up in the air, so I don't know what their story is. But yeah, just be nice to your subscribers, fellow YouTubers. You just don't know. So I try to be nice to everybody. Unfortunately, that doesn't make me extremely popular. Sorry, there was a drunk guy on North Terrace. That's the guy behind me. Oh no, you can't. He disappeared. Oh, there he is there. I don't want to highlight all the bad parts of Adelaide either, you know. And I want to say thank you to everybody who has watched this long. I know I ramble a bit, and I've had people say you should do shorter videos and succinct videos and things like that. Now I do have short videos, but they don't really go very far. Anyway, if you've watched this video this far, Yeah, oh, the guy's barefoot. Pissed. Oh my god, the guy's intoxicated. And so anyway, if you've watched this far, please use the code phrase swooping in the comments down below. I think I figured out the next code phrase for the next video. Woo! It's all happening here in Adelaide, South Australia. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you very much, Angus. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly. And bye for now. Before I go, the idea of being famous on YouTube is one of those ideas I find very ridiculous, but here we are. Hey, I'm a famous YouTuber. No paparazzi.